Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is now time for our weekly podcast to start up. See, I laid it in there without having to explain it. We do podcast weekly. I still explained it. I know the date, too. I almost didn't because we've been in Indiana all day. But welcome to This Week in Geek for November 28th, 2015. I just came in from Indiana, and boy, are my arms tired. Yeah. All right.
Terrible joke.
Terrible. Yeah, right.
I've been gone for 2 weeks and nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
Still terrible jokes.
You expected something to change?
I was just hoping Rob might get a little better.
The only thing that's changed is the puppet looks like it filled out a little bit.
Eh? Where is it? I want to see it.
Puppet's not here. The puppet only comes out when you're not here. Same thing with you, Edward. We didn't bring a Chris puppet.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Aw, this party's over. Good night, everybody. All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves. Got to make sure we're running. Hey, we're on Periscope. We're on Meerkat. Are we running yet? YouTube. We're not running on that. YouTube, Google Hangout. So those of you that are here, if you enjoy it and you want to watch it later, it'll be on our YouTube channel. Or if you're not here like on a Saturday and you want to watch it, we're live streaming on all these different services. And I think next week we're going to add live podcast streaming on SoundCloud. Boom. Yep. Face, Edward. All right. Let's get into it. Who's that on the end?
My name is Alil Kanitsa. I am co-host of This Week in Geek, Enough Said podcast. I have my own podcast called the Leave Geeks podcast. That is for the adults only. And that's about it.
Ew.
Edward can't listen to it. It's rated R.
I can't. All right, Edward, who are you?
I'm Edward Lee,
Yes?
co-host of This Week in Geek and of Super Fight.
Yes. And I think we're going to play Super Fight tonight.
Great. I'll lose like I always do because
this might be
the
this is the unofficial official announcement. It might be our last night of playing Super Fight. Because we've written our own game. They did not sponsor us. To them. We've made our own, and you can be co-host of the new and improved. I'm not telling you the name until we have it all set up, but it's awesome.
Thank you.
It's awesome,
thank you very
right, Mark?
much.
Yes, look at that. Thumbs up works great on a podcast.
Like, I have no idea.
All
what
right,
you're
and I'm
talking
Rob
about.
Southgate, and there's Russell. Hey, there's our interview for tonight. Hey, Russell. Hey. While we're doing our show, if you want to buy books, see Russell. Okay. Who wants to start?
There's only one bit of
don't.
news I want to talk about, and we'll talk about it at the end.
Okay. Excellent. Shall we just wait it out? How about you,
We'll
Edward?
just sit here in silence.
So
This
there's
week
going to be a
was-
lot of trailers.
Yeah,
so
this week was a ton of
I'll
trailers.
just go at one. This one I didn't hear a lot about. It's Gods of Egypt.
Looks terrible. Let's move on.
Gods of Egypt.
Yes.
Is that
Gerard
that one
Butler?
looked awful.
Yeah, it's
That was
garbage.
It looks
we didn't do
awesome
it
to
last
me
week.
because I'm a teenager.
Right.
So
But we didn't do this
No.
last week, so that was I didn't even have it on my notes. That
Oh,
was like 2
yeah.
weeks ago. That looked awful.
I liked it because I'm a teenager.
Okay.
And
Because you're
All right.
a teenager, what does that have everything to do with quality of movies? It
But
looks bad.
It looked like that awful Hercules and
Yeah,
any of those other just like low budget fantasy. But you liked it.
yeah, I did. Just because.
Have you ever seen the Mummy movies?
Yes.
I like those. Not the third. I like the first two. Oh, that third one,
first one,
Scorpion
yeah.
King.
Well, that's when they started going downhill. It's all the
Yeah.
other direct we've gotten.
That's when the Scarab Beetles ate it. All right, so
I
What-
liked it just because I like mythology and stuff like that.
do you know when it comes out or any details?
It's coming out February 26th. The 26th.
Okay, of next year.
Yes. No,
And
of this
who's
year.
in it? Who's in it?
Nope.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Okay, who's in it?
I don't know.
Gerard Butler.
There you go.
Yeah,
Gerard Butler.
yeah, Gerard
That's
Butler.
it.
Gerard
Nobody cares about
Depardieu.
it
and-
else.
Yeah.
Gerard
named Gerard.
Depardieu. Yeah. Everybody named Gerard.
That's my Egyptian daughter. That's my Gerard Depardieu.
like
Okay, let's talk about a good trailer. Did you guys see the Little Prince trailer?
I did.
No,
It's an
I've not.
animated film. It's
I saw it and I
it's
just
the
didn't
director
watch
of
it.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, it's
Liam Neeson does the, I've got a particular set of skills as the Little Prince. Thank you. Nobody even cared about that one.
That's because it was bad.
it was terrible.
I didn't even understand what you said right
But
there.
it was, that trailer was fantastic. Did you guys see it?
I've not seen it.
I did see it. I just watched it once, but I didn't study it. It was all right. It looked good.
You need to rewatch it. Here's what I liked about it. In the trailer, first of all, it expresses like 10 different types of animation. It has that stop motion like Fantastic Mr. Fox. It has that computer generated that looks like, what did I say, Ice Age, any of those. And then it had also, and it was subtle, but it was more like traditional animation at one point. Like I saw at least 3, 4, I said 10, but different styles of animation being used. And the book style too, where it looked like it was right out of the book. And first of all, I thought that was stunning. Second of all, by the end, when he says the thing about you're going to make a great adult, I was like almost crying. I was like getting misty. I'm getting upset just saying it now.
I guess I have to rewatch this trailer.
It's fantastic. No, it doesn't, because I don't remember the book, and I got
Take
all
that.
misty.
What's the book called? Is the book
Teresa, you're wrong.
Is the book the same as the title of the movie? Or okay.
Yeah, it's called The Little Prince.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right.
you don't know the book? You've never seen the book?
I've never read the book. No,
Wait. You've never seen the book? You mean you've never read the book?
Or seen it. He didn't know it was a book. I win!
Okay, I'll give that to you, sure.
Yep.
I'm not going to argue with that kind of logic.
See? I win. What do we need? Hold your mic. I'm very testy today, William. Don't mess with me. But then I can't eat my sandwich.
I don't want to talk about you being testy.
All right. All right. Little Prince, I think that's going to be a thumbs up. There's so many trailers. Did you guys watch the trailer for Legends of Tomorrow? Now, that's a TV show, not a movie.
I did, and it's intriguing. I
Yeah.
I knew nothing about this. I knew they were bringing this DC show in together, and I did not know what it was going to be about. I didn't know they were going to time travel. So it's basically Doctor Who with superheroes.
The trailer that was released before only showed them like all meeting on a roof, and Hawkman and Hawkgirl come in, and the ice guy and fire guy show up, and the fire flame head guy. It's DC, whatever.
Firestorm.
And they all show up, and they all meet on the roof, and the guy that was Superman goes like, "We're the Legends of Tomorrow," and it was like, this looks all right.
You mean the Atom?
Yeah,
Brandon
it looked all right. But then
I didn't even know what he was talking about.
this trailer, wow. Awesome.
Yeah, and I guess they also announced that Constantine will be in season 2, and they're going to like flip the roster.
Well, yeah, they said that like each season is going to be like a different roster, like telling a different story. And Constantine's going to be on.
So I wonder if they can.
And it's going to be Matt Ryan.
If they go dark with it, you get like Constantine, Swamp Thing, like because they're doing the movie, but it's separate.
Yeah, they're already doing the movie.
Can you imagine if they do the Swamp Thing storyline with Constantine and they get Dr. Fate in there? Oh my gosh,
that would be interesting.
Yeah, of course. When I'm describing it, I'll say there's the plant guy and the fire guy and
like that guy,
Matt Ryan,
that guy that Ron Perlman will play in the movie.
It's like my dad would always talk about TV shows, and he would get the names of the characters he would know. He go, it's the fat guy and the one guy, and then Jerry Stiller. It was always Jerry Stiller. He was in like everything.
Is he talking about this podcast?
No, right. Dad, what was that show with Jerry Stiller and the fat guy and the girl? That's how you always described it.
Who's the girl in here?
The King of Queens. King of Queens. I'm saying it. My mom's still saying she can't think what. Did you guys have a leaky microwave today? What happened? Yeah. No, not Mike and Molly. It's the King of Queens.
The King of Queens.
Because it had Jerry Stiller.
Because you got Jerry Stiller.
My parents.
Rob's favorite actor.
Jerry Stiller? I love Jerry Stiller.
No.
Oh, yeah. No.
Kevin James.
Wait, you know what? I don't care. He's not an
Leah
actor.
Remini.
So, Leah Remini's awesome. There is no way that guy got Leah Remini. There is no universe. Earth 2 on The Flash, that doesn't happen. He was a UPS driver who hung out with, I don't know, Patton Oswalt. Patton Oswalt had a better shot. So there you go. Eddie has lanyards. There you go. All right, what are we doing now?
I have no idea.
You have nothing. You're waiting till the end. What do you got? There were a lot of good trailers. There's a couple of crappos.
Here's a bad one, Extraction.
Extraction. Now, that's the Bruce Willis one. What did you? I want to hear what you thought first. Well, being a teenager,
Not really.
Yeah, I'm a teenager, so I like these.
It just seems like they took a movie and had Bruce Willis and someone else just fight.
Yeah,
Fight a bunch of bad guys.
Alil, did you see it?
I don't think I did. Well, who's in it? Was Bruce Willis and who?
Bruce Willis is in it. Is anybody
Is there
else?
somebody else in it?
Somebody else that
I
is the
did
main
see-
character.
Kiana Lutz.
Who?
Kellen Lutz. I don't know.
All right, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
You try to ask me and
yeah, right.
I'm not gonna ask you any more about who's in what.
So let me just tell you, it's one of the few trailers I didn't make it to the end. I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, it's very run-of-the-mill, very rote. And
Kellen
then,
Lutz.
like a minute into it,
Kellen Lutz.
Yes. Kellen Lutz.
so you
I
got
don't
it
know who
right.
that
Yeah, I
is.
got it
Way
right.
to be mean to him, Alil.
He mumbles. It sounded to me like you saying Keller Hertz, and I'm like, who is
And
that?
you're
Was
like,
Kellen.
oh, you mean Kellen Lutz, because he's
Yes.
a huge star.
Helen Keller. Yeah, it's starring
Yeah.
Helen Keller.
You know what? I didn't make it through it. I thought it was really like, not only was it rote, but it became so boring during the trailer. Didn't you kind of feel like we've seen this so many times?
It feels like every other action movie. They
Yeah.
just copy and pasted the definition of an action movie.
It was so bad. Well, we'll see. But I'm telling you, I think this is
Oh,
going to
it's
be
gonna
nothing.
be-
And you know what? I'll tell you also how we know. It's a Bruce Willis movie, and it comes out VOD same day as it
Yes.
comes to the theater. Yes.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
I think Bruce Willis's time is getting shorter because people are getting tired of working with this guy. I keep hearing negative stuff, and his last few movies have been pretty rough.
I just don't.
My
I don't
mom's
get
making a
it.
confused face. He's kind of a jerk, I hear, Mom. He is. I know you like him. He's no Jerry Stiller. I got TV news.
All right.
Did you hear this? Kevin Bacon is so do I. He might be coming back to TV. They're trying to shop around Tremors as a TV show with
Yes, I did
Kevin
hear
Bacon
that.
playing the character he played in the movie, Valentine. Yes.
I would watch.
I will watch that in a heartbeat. It'll probably be like Showtime because they've had success with Ash and the Evil Dead. Have you seen Tremors?
Nope.
Okay.
Have you seen Ash versus the Evil Dead?
Nope.
Yeah, man.
Have you watched Jessica Jones?
No.
No. I'm telling you, man.
That
Kevin
got
Bacon
crazy.
in Tremors. I'll take it.
I think that'd be great. I'm all for it.
I'm really glad he lost all his money to Bernie Madoff because now he's coming back and doing good stuff. And for a while there, he just wasn't around. So thank you, Bernie Madoff.
For stealing all the celebrities' money.
You've done a public service.
Yeah. So
No, I'm eating here.
yeah, I'll take it if nobody wants it. Tom Cruise is joining Universal's Monster Universe for the Mummy movies.
Rumor.
Yeah, this is rumors.
There was actually an update that came out today that said that his people are denying it and Universal is denying it. But as we've talked about on here a lot, where there's smoke, there's fire. That came out, that rumor came out, and it sat there for a few days before it got, oh, no, we're not doing it. I'm sure there are negotiations.
Yeah, because they want him to be like the glue that holds all these movies together because they want this Marvel Cinematic Universe for these.
Tom Cruise is not their Iron Man, though. I think that's a mistake. Get
I-
Ryan Gosling to play like the hero in those monster movies, and you got something cool.
It might be a time where
John Hamm.
John Hamm's awesome, but I don't think Hamm would do it. But it might be, Gosling might be too much for him.
Yeah, but it would be different.
Yeah.
It'd be a different route.
Yeah.
Don't make it like Anthony Michael Hall, because that's not going to work. Don't make it Tom Cruise. That's not going to work. I would actually watch Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall and Tom Cruise. You just have compared those two actors.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, people on video. I'm a pig. What do we got now? There's more TV news, but I want to hear from somebody else.
Have you seen the Huntsman trailer?
Yes. Have you seen The Huntsman?
No.
Alil?
Yes.
I've seen the trailer, but I haven't seen
I saw the trailer.
The movie, though. I never
Oh,
saw
Oh, the first
movie.
one? I saw. I can't. Kristen Stewart. I just can't stand her.
Yeah, I know.
I
Unless
just-
she's sparkly vampire.
It's just. And I don't watch that. I know Edward loves those. He's got the Twilight posters on
That's
his wall.
because he's Team Edward.
That's true.
I hate you, by the way.
Did you wear that shirt to school?
Hashtag Team Edward.
That
or
would be
hashtag
awesome.
Team William.
A mistake.
We'll see
I
which
don't
one
go
wins.
to school. I'm
That's right.
homeschooled. So.
At home, did you wear it for yourself?
Team Edward. Mom,
No.
you're on Team Edward, right?
And his mom is, of course, she dressed him, so she put it on.
Today I'm Team William. I'm sorry, Edward.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't see Snow White and the Huntsman. It looked cool, and Thor's in it, so it looked cool.
Did you see the pictures of Chris Hemsworth from
Yeah, from the Moby Dick movie.
Into the Sea? Yeah, I mean, he looked crazy different. I was like, holy cow.
How's
it
he
was
gonna
almost as bad as Christian Bale in The Machinist.
Right. Is he going to be bulked up enough for Thor?
Yeah, it's a year and a half away, 2 years away.
Yeah, 2 years, I could bulk up.
These guys know what to do.
It's going to be very different, though. If I was bulking up, it wouldn't be muscle. Give me 2 years.
Hey.
Yeah, it'd be pretty ugly, man.
I don't need 2 years. I've already bulked up to what Rob from 2 years
You
would
got
be.
you're going to go the other way for
I've
2
got a head
years.
start, yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Can we pass each other up on the scales?
Yeah, you're going to end up looking like Chris Pratt. Go for it.
That would be amazing.
Right, although it's Chris Pratt when he was in Parks and Rec. But
I'll still take it.
what do you got? More trailers.
Yeah, pretty much that's all I have.
I got more than that, but go ahead.
Now You See Me Too trailer.
Which one?
Now You See Me Too.
Oh yeah. Now I didn't see the first one either. So
You haven't seen the first movie?
no, I heard it was good.
It's amazing. I really like that movie.
Is it Teenage Edward amazing, or is it actually amazing?
I
Teenage
don't know.
Edward, amazing.
Did you
guess.
see it?
Again, parts of it, just didn't care for it.
I thought it looked good.
I like Mark Ruffalo, so that's why I put it on, but then it was just...
Then you went, "This isn't Magic Mike. Why am I watching this?"
It's true. Have you seen Double XL? Really good movie.
Looking at him right now. I really thought the trailer looked cool. Are they supposed to be like actually able to do magic? Because the tricks
No.
they were doing did not look.
What
No, I think they're
what they
illusions,
did in the
right?
last movie is they did the tricks, and
Yeah,
then they
that's what I thought. But this one, it
then-
looked like, okay, these are camera
no,
tricks, and that's
then-
less interesting.
Then they went back and showed how they did the tricks. So hopefully they'll show you how they did the tricks, because that was one of the really nice things about the movie.
Anyone else see these? Did you guys see Now You See Me, or Can You See Me, or whatever it is?
Now You See Me.
All right. Well, they're making a sequel, and it's got Woody Harrelson and his Zombieland co-star is in it too. What's his name? Jesse Eisenberg.
That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
You didn't see Zombieland though.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, such a
Zombieland
good
is
movie.
amazing.
Oh, my God.
Lost in Space.
You know what? I had that on my list. I figured you guys talked about it last week.
We weren't here last week.
I forgot.
Yeah. So Lost in Space.
Yeah, TV series for Netflix.
And you know what? It's Netflix. So if they're saying they've won the bidding war, you don't have to go, is it going to be a series? No, it's going to go to series.
It's a series, yeah.
They're
It's going to
making
be
it
a
happen.
series, yeah.
It'll
It'll be half hour, 45 minutes. They don't. The good thing about like doing stuff on Netflix, there's no time restriction. You don't make it as long as you want. And you look at their series now, like one episode's 50 minutes, the other episode's 33 minutes.
Well,
you know.
And Lost in Space, if it had gone back to being a network show, they would be kiddie.
It would have been, yeah.
It would be terrible.
Yeah.
If they had made another movie, the movie was also misdirected. There are things I liked in the movie, but there was a lot wrong with it.
There was a lot wrong with that.
I know
movie.
people hate that movie. There's parts of it I like, but they can fix this. This could be. I always thought this was a great property that was mishandled. I mean, originally it wasn't, but by today's standards, it would be.
Right, and when it came out, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I don't think.
How about that monkey that
The
had
world-
the ears on? Remember that? They called him Bleep. That was awesome. There was
The-
a real monkey, and they put a headdress
The
on
world
it.
wasn't ready for that movie yet. Like I think
Right.
they could have done a better job with it. I think the CG and the effects weren't there.
Right.
Nowadays we're getting movies that are 2+ hours that this would have been to develop the story. They really shotgunned that movie. Threw in, Heather Graham, Matt LeBlanc, that just threw in people that this person, go see it, and didn't take the care that it needed.
Now they can take their time with it. They can
Right.
tell this story and build a sci-fi universe. They don't have Star Trek. They got this. They got a science fiction property they can develop and keep going. Give me 13 episodes a season of good sci-fi, because that has the potential to tell good sci-fi. I'm down, man.
I agree.
Show me a monkey with that head thing on, though. Seriously.
Agreed. I got
Will
something.
robot change, though?
No, I think the design will stay the same because it's so iconic.
But they changed it in the movie.
But slightly. I mean, it changed, but it still was very similar. I mean, you got to update, but I think you need to keep it to some of its core. You know, just like you change a costume of a superhero. You know, you keep some of the core aesthetics to it, but you can change it.
Who are they going to get for Dr. Smith? Give me your casting right now. Nathan Lane?
Yes, that would be terrific.
I got to laugh.
I don't know.
Ellen? That would be awesome.
Then
Ellen.
then that series would definitely be slapstick.
Yeah, she'll do her dance. Oh, the pain. And we'd be like, oh, well, I'm out.
Why are you wearing gym shoes in space?
I would be so out. I just ruined Lost in Space.
I got something.
Give it.
Of course, it's Spider-Man news. So, Spider-Man...
I didn't know there was Spider-Man news.
Oh, there's Spider-Man news.
Oh, let's hear it.
Spider-Man will be filming in Atlanta, where they filmed Civil War.
Excellent.
And one of the things that came out is that...
The Walking Dead are also in it?
Yes, Rick will show up, and Daryl... It's the Marvel Zombies, of course.
It opens with Spider-Man in a hospital room waking up after the zombie apocalypse, and a cop walks out of the other room. I just woke up, and Spider-Man goes, whoop, and he's out, and then the story goes. It's parallel universe.
One thing Tom Holland said doing press for In the Heart of the Sea, which we just talked about with Chris Hemsworth, was that Spider-Man is one of the only characters in the MCU that still has a secret identity. So his identity does not come out in the MCU in Civil War.
Like it does in the
like
comics.
Like it does in the comics. You see, like with Civil War, we'll talk about the trailer and stuff like that.
You don't want it to pop out that fast.
Right.
I like this idea.
I love that idea because it's like you need that for Spider-Man. You know, he is one of the only characters in the Marvel Universe with a full face mask.
And once again, I've said this before, if they follow this the right way, that leads to eventually the reveal and eventually getting Miles Morales and the Spider-Verse type stuff going. They could do that if they handle this right, and I'm sure Marvel is thinking that. I'm sure Marvel's like, we're going to make a boatload and make money for both teams, and that leads us to all these cool things.
Yeah, and I like the idea that they're keeping that.
I love it
that way because you're right. It could go down the road. Do I think it will? I don't know. I mean, I'm curious to see what Marvel does with the universe after Infinity War Part 2, but we'll get to there. If I'm alive.
What do you got?
I have one.
If I'm alive?
It's a few weeks old, but it's for Magic the Gathering.
Magic Mike? We already taled about Magic Mike.
Stop it.
Is this more?
No,
Scott's ears are perked up. Magic,
Wizards of the Coast didn't release this. These were leaked. It's 3 new cards of different colors. So there's usually mountains, plains, islands, swamps, and forests.
Yeah.
They released a new land, a new legendary creature, and I think it's a legendary land of something called Wastes. So Wizards of the Coast has...
Wait, so this is an expansion of the cards? Or
No, this has been released for the next set, Oath of the Gatewatch. But Wizards haven't said anything about the cards.
Okay.
But they might be true because the artist who did the legendary artwork usually only does legendary creature artwork. So it could be true.
Okay.
But nothing's come out yet. It's just...
Scott looks like he has something to say about this. Do you have something to say about it? Okay. And then they would have a colorless one? Okay. Interesting.
Which really helps with commander decks, because if you have a commander deck which is colorless, you have to get a bunch of land that's not of a certain color.
Welcome to the Magic Podcast. Alil, have you ever played Magic?
No.
It's fantastic.
I know. There's
a lot
lots
to
of
get
stuff
into.
out there. I've never got into
I played it way back when it started. We had a lot of fun with it. Now it's so different. And like I played with you, and you're like pulling out dice and like rolling things over here, and I'm like, what? We didn't have dice? What is this? Edward actually put on like
Back
armor.
in my day,
Yeah.
back in my day, we didn't even have paper.
Edward was a bard. He
That's
got
Rob.
out there and like, then he started playing a thing, and I'm like, "What? That's not in Magic. What are you doing?"
I was 4, sorry.
I was born. I like to be a bard. Yeah, cool. All right.
It's interesting.
Yeah, no, it is interesting.
I'm waiting
sure
until January is when they're supposed to release the spoilers. So it's really unless Wizards of the Coast release anything, we pretty much really don't know until January.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So
Not bad.
Yeah, I just spent the last 24 hours in Indiana at Starbase Indy, which is a Star Trek convention, which I want to give props to Starbase Indy. It was really good. It's really small, but it's a fan-made one. It was so great. And you don't have to be a Star Trek fan, but it is themed. But there are a lot of... We saw some cosplay, Star Trek, Star Wars mainly, Little Batman. But the room I was in was with Nerds Domain, which are podcasts that we have, and they had all these amazing games, and I had no time. I played 2 games. I played King of Tokyo. Have you ever played this game? It's fantastic. It's like, it's kind of like playing Yahtzee. You roll 5 dice and things happen, but you are giant monsters and you're taking over Tokyo and you're fighting other giant monsters, and it was great. And then we also played
That's
a game
kinda
called
cool.
Bears, where it's just a dice game, and it just goes really fast, and it was fun. I didn't get to all the other ones. They had all these awesome ones, and like Scott was writing, and not you, Scott, saying like, "Oh, do this one, do that one." I don't know. I didn't have time, but it made me want to play some Magic at one point. I was like, I wish they were busting out some Magic. It'd be kind of fun. It didn't happen. So there you go. I went on my rant about that.
There you go.
I'm trying to see what. Oh, here was a trailer that I was surprised by. The Boss.
Oh yes, it was with
It's what's her name? The one from Mike and Molly that we just talked about.
Leah Remini?
Leah Remini. Yes. No. The one.
Melissa McCarthy.
I know, I'm joking. Because
Yes. Yeah. You know what? You're
It
so
looks
unfunny that
cool,
it's hard to tell when you're. No, I'm kidding. See, now I'm kidding.
but I'm not. So,
Oh, all right, Edward.
Oh yeah, bring it, Edward.
but I haven't said anything, so I don't know why you guys
Yeah, right.
exclaimed.
Take that a little.
Take that.
He doesn't know who did it. What'd you think of The Boss? Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it. I liked it.
Did you
I
see
did
it?
not. No.
You liked it.
I liked it.
You're
Just-
allowed to see this trailer. I mean, there's just swearing
I'm
in
allowed.
it. That's
Swearing.
all.
Oh no.
Yeah, little swearing in it. Little. You know, it's probably PG-13, wouldn't you say? Or
It's,
half
it's
an
going
hour?
to be. It's going to be an hour.
You think it's an hour?
Yeah,
it's a half an hour, though.
It's
not gonna
half
be-
an hour, but it's a half an hour just because of language.
Right.
Because you know there's going to be a bunch of language in it.
So when this movie, this trailer started, I kind of had the same reaction as I did the Bruce Willis one. I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, we've been here before. All right. As it went on, it was getting funnier and funnier.
it got
By
so
the end,
bad.
By the
just
end, I'm
Girl
like,
Scout cookies. Why?
yes. By the end,
Why?
I'm going, I have to see this stupid movie. This is fantastic. I mean, it was really funny when she gave the kid. She gives the one. She's trying to sell Girl Scout cookies, and she's teaching brownies, but she's teaching the kids. And she gives this kid, the kid's doing this thing, and she goes, you know, you go out there, you get these sales, you do this, that's how you do it. She's like hardcore, and the kid goes, my tummy feels funny and my mouth's tingling, and she goes, it's just the coffee, sweetie. And then she goes, oh no, I think I gave you mine. It has a little bourbon in it. I'm like, this is awesome.
It was. I'm starting to feel a bit
Nice.
queasy and sweaty all over.
Is that what she
Yeah.
said? I was tingly with a tummy. Okay, yeah, that was good stuff.
I have another one that was bad, but I liked it. It's
Bad, but you liked it.
bad, but I liked it. I have to find it.
Civil War trailer, you're so wrong. It was awesome.
No, Central Intelligence
Central
With-
Intelligence.
with
I
Dwayne
With The
Johnson
Rock?
Yes. Did you
and
see that?
Kevin
trailer?
Hart.
And Kevin Hart.
It looked awesome.
The Rock in the fat suit was great.
It looks
See.
cable worthy.
I-
One of
I
those
lo-
things that's on cable and you'll be like, I'll watch it. It's The Rock. You'll get a few laughs, but
See,
that,
I like Kevin Hart, and it just
I
looks.
know.
It looks like Ride Along, pretty much.
which we've already talked about
Yeah.
how lame. Okay, let's talk about a horrible one. Horrible. I got to find it on here. This might be the low point of our entire show. Did you see the trailer for 50 Shades of Black?
No, I have not.
The new Marlon Wayans movie?
Yeah.
So he's no longer making Scary Movie.
He's just
moved
making
to
spoofs of
50
anything.
Shades of Black. It is It is. Yeah, it's a different kind of scary movie. It's unfunny from the second it starts.
Yeah, it's bad.
Awful.
It made me sad.
Awful. You made you sad? Those movies
Because
haven't been funny since...
I like Marlon Wayans. I saw him live. I think it was at
Because you're
Woodfield
hip-hop.
Mall. Yes, because I am hip hop. With his brother.
Which
His
one? There's
stand-up.
17 of them.
No, with Sean. And they were really funny, but it's like when he does this kind of stuff, it's like,
Yeah. I thought Scary Movie, the first one, when I saw it, I thought it was pretty funny. Second viewing, it's not as funny. But after that, wow, they're terrible. And then
yeah,
White
but see,
Chicks.
I like.
oh,
I
they're
really
bad.
love "Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood." Love that movie, but
All right, that's
but
Blu-ray owned.
I'm
for you.
hip hop, so
Edward doesn't know what any of this is. You're lucky, Edward. This is one time you're very lucky.
I'm not.
Do you know who the Wayans are, or are they that
No.
irrelevant?
No.
You don't?
I know the Scary Movie. I know 50
Those are the
Shades-
Wayans brothers.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I've never seen one just
look,
because.
I've never seen a Wayans brother.
Yeah, probably not.
Yep. I'm going to keep my jokes to myself.
Go ahead.
I got one.
You got one.
Ridley Scott saying expect 3 more Alien prequels.
We'll have 17 title changes
Isn't
between
he-
now and then.
Isn't he 70 years old and he wants to do 3 more movies?
And then eventually it won't be Alien, but he'll tie it into like well, these are actually Wizard of Oz. Like you'll be like, what? What?
I bought the rights to the Wizard of Oz, so I've decided.
Wizard of Oz with aliens. So
Yeah, man.
Wizard of Oz Covenant.
The other thing is, you heard those stories about Blomkamp's Alien came out this week. That sounded interesting. Why can't they figure this out? Because they could smooth the surface. You could have the Prometheus thing running and these Alien franchises going and fill in the gaps, and it would be incredible. But
I think
instead-
they're afraid of the continuity.
Yeah, but they could fix this. They could do it if it was unified.
They could try, but I do think I do think Scott has his vision, and he
Sure.
doesn't want anybody else taking his vision. Because
Okay.
he's seen where they've gone with stuff.
Well, like you said, he's 70. But you know what? 70, he could crank out 3 of those, plus Blade Runner. 70 is the new 20, so not that we'll see it.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, remember that. My parents were on the ball over there.
I don't plan on hitting that number.
Jerry Stiller and the woman. Yep. Let's see. What else did we see on here?
Zoolander 2.
Zoolander 2 was an amazing trailer.
After you hated the first trailer.
I did. Well, I thought that the first trailer was nothing. I don't hate it. I love Zoolander, and I thought that first trailer was just kind of like, okay, but this was so funny.
No, I can't wait. I love it.
Yeah. You've never seen Zoolander, but did you see the
I
trailer?
saw the trailer. It's okay.
You need to see the movie. Then you'll see
Okay.
because there are a lot
Then
of
I'll see
throwback
what's
jokes
funny.
even in the trailer.
There's
But
still
they're-
lines I say today.
Yeah.
I can't
Zoolander
repeat
is
them because this
incredibly
is a
quotable.
family-friendly show.
Now-
I said it yesterday, a line from the first Zoolander
Right.
movie.
Orange
You're
Mocha
also obsessed
Frappuccino.
about Spider-Man,
Martha
so-
says that's
So?
more of a guy movie, though. Martha thinks it's more of a guy movie because I think
No,
it's hysterical,
my wife loves Zoolander.
but she doesn't think it's as funny as I think it is. Just like Kingpin, I think Kingpin is brilliant, and she's like, it's funny, but it must be more of a guy movie.
no, my
Zoolander's incredible.
wife loves Zoolander, so no, I don't think it's just a guy movie.
And Mugato's in it again.
Mugatu.
When he zipped open, he had the big muscular Mugato, and then he zips it open, and there's that awful suit underneath. Amazing. I was laughing at this stupid trailer.
I love that when he.
Yeah. Yeah. Brent Spiner for Dr. Smith. Good call. He'd be great. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's too old now for that.
No, Dr. Smith was old on that show. He's not
Yeah,
too
but
old.
you're rebooting it. You don't have to
Ridley
make
Scott
him old.
might be too old to play him. Oh, the pain.
I just saw Brett Spiner recently on Big Bang Theory, and I'm like, what happened to you, man?
He got older. Yeah,
I know.
40.
Like,
Right.
it was unexpected. So
Yes, you're a Spiner femme. Do you ever see the movie Trekkies?
yes,
No.
Yeah, there's the woman who's a big Brent Spiner fan, and she's like, well, I'm a Spiner femme. And then she takes the camera
What?
out on her balcony,
I-
and she goes out on the balcony, and she's like, if you stand here and you kind of look like this, he lives over there across the hill, and you're like a 10-mile stalker of Brent Spiner. And she has a book of like all these like pictures of him like
She's
at
got
the
a
gas station.
She's
and
got a
stuff. It's awesome.
telescope right into his bedroom.
Yes.
Like she's like, you can't move it because I can look right there.
That's right. I'm waiting for the Alil Femme to show up.
There's gonna be a lot of those.
I'm an Alil
because
fan.
they're hot buttered. They're the hot buttered
Alil
femmes.
Femmes. Yeah.
Or Earth 2 a Lil fan.
No.
Yeah, Earth 2. That was a joke from League of Geeks. That was funny.
It was.
Earth 2 Alil. I'm really upset that we didn't think of it first.
Yeah.
I don't think they like the hot buttered thing when we make fun of that.
No. Well,
Steve
But
does it
that's-
because it makes him uncomfortable. It gives him that tingly feeling.
that's the problem. Like
Yep.
he likes it too much.
Yeah, I think so.
But who doesn't like a little bit of hot buttered a little?
Edward loves it. Loves it. Jacob does, right? Just say yes.
Just say no.
Yes. Did you guys see the trailer for The Forest with Natalie Dormer?
Yes.
I thought it looked cool.
I don't like scary movies, but
I don't like scary movies.
What was that
that's
called?
exactly what I feel like.
I thought it was
Forest.
cool.
What, the Forest?
The
Yes.
Forest. So it's
Yeah,
it's based on an idea that's true, and they say it in the trailer. Go, this is a true thing. It is a true thing. There is a forest in Japan where people go and commit suicide. Okay, it's like known for this because
Wow.
you know how tense they are about stuff, and like this is like the place where they go and they have privacy to do this. So they took that idea. She goes out there because her sister disappeared, and she goes out to hunt, and then it becomes like a ghost story of her out in these woods with all these people that have died. It looks pretty cool.
Huh.
Not incredible, but it might end up being a fun ride. Oh, I got incredible news. Wait a minute, I just thought of one. Casting news? Bad Santa 2. I'm totally excited for. Right, my excitement level just quadrupled. Kathy Bates was just cast for Bad Santa 2. She's playing Billy Bob Thornton's mom.
Really?
I know.
That's
I know.
pretty funny.
That might be the best casting ever. Bad Santa 2. Yes, Kathy Bates playing Billy Bob Thornton's mom. That is going to be a Southgate family classic every Christmas. Molly, get ready for Bad Santa. No. Okay, what else? What do you got? I had to interrupt with incredible news.
I think. Go ahead.
No, that was the incredible news. Maybe you weren't paying attention.
I was the Bad Santa 2.
Go ahead, Hot Butter.
I'm excited about that. I was just going to make it a joke, but you cut it off too quickly. Because my family's got a new Christmas tradition because we taped the movie on ABC Family the other night.
Uh-oh, what was it?
A movie I think you're very familiar with.
Oh, that's what you taped? Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life. Maybe you haven't seen it, Edward, but it's a good one. So that's going to be your new tradition?
I think so. Like I had the
I'm
kids
so
watch
sorry
it.
for you. Did you point out where I was?
I
in it?
did point out to them.
You're like, oh, there he is. And they went, whoo. Yeah. All right.
And then I paused it, and
All right. It's not Bad Santa. It's not Bad Santa. I had another one. This is interesting. Edgar Wright is going to be, at least it's happening as of now, making an animated movie for DreamWorks, which right there,
Oh, wow.
I'm interested. He's co-writing it with David Williams. David Williams, Martha's going to want to pay attention to this. David Williams is the guy from Little Britain, the Biddy guy. It's not Lucas, not Matt Lucas, the other guy. And you know, he's co-writing this animated film with Edgar Wright. Right there, I'm like, I'm in, because Little Britain is fantastic. He's a writer on it, too. But when I was reading about it, David Williams, it said, has written a ton of award-winning kids' books. So we're going to have to find his books. Yeah, David Williams. You want me to say it again? David Williams.
David Williams.
David DeWilliams is all she's hearing. She's going, David. She stops at David because she thinks I'm going to talk X-Files. My mom's looking up to see if he's alive or dead. He is
David
alive, Mom. He's alive. So's Jerry Stiller.
Do you want to start on the regular news that we want to talk about?
Do it.
All right, so the Civil War
Did you
trailer.
just slap me down?
What?
Get me back on track?
Yes.
All right, go.
The Civil War trailer came out.
Civil War. Is this what you were waiting to talk about?
No. What trailer came out?
Civil War. I'm sorry that you don't know.
Shut
that.
up. Shut up. You're the worst. No,
You believed him?
Lil's news was he wants to talk Fantastic Four, too.
That got pulled.
Yep, not officially, but it's pulled. Come
Pulled.
on.
It's pulled.
Where there's smoke, there's
They lost
Fantastic Four on fire.
They lost $150 million in the movie. It got pulled.
Yep. Civil War trailer. I'm letting Edward go first.
See, I like how they.
Uh-oh, he hesitated. Go
wrote,
ahead.
and he started with C. C, I like.
I like how they did it based on the Winter Soldier instead of anyone
Instead of the
else.
comic
Yeah.
Civil War.
Yes,
But it's not based on the
It's
Winter
not
Soldier.
based but Civil
but, you know, but it's about
there are elements of the Civil War comic in it, and they've done this sequel to the Civil War, or to Winter Soldier in it. So you like that.
yeah. I like well what I saw is they kind of were going after the Winter Soldier instead of doing what is it in the comics they had registration.
The Registration Act.
Yes,
But they
But
are
that's
going to do
still
the
in it.
registration
Is it?
act.
Yeah, see, so in the trailer, what we got was we got a lot of. I think they're misdirecting a lot of people who don't know the story very well, because this is not about Bucky's my friend, but I was your friend too. Love me, love me. No, it's not going to be about that. They're after Bucky because the government thinks he's a terrorist.
correct.
Right.
You know, so a Cap
Yeah.
knows the truth, and he's he's trying to help that.
Correct.
But you see a scene where they're passing out this booklet, and it's
okay.
from Avengers: Age of Ultron, because the place that all this happened was called Sokovia.
Right.
And this is the Sokovian Accord.
And it's going to turn into a thing about the supers and about the
It's
heroes.
It
and
is
how,
about registering the supers because they need to know.
Just like Bucky.
And what Shield was doing for
but
a while there.
instead of the guy blowing up and killing all the kids that happens in the comic book, they're using the Bucky story as the launching pad.
Right, the Bucky story and Sokovia, like
Yes.
the combined thing. So it's like
So they're gonna
you
get something
had
good out of
Hydra
the
do
Sokovia
this when
story,
Bucky
thank
doing
goodness.
this, and you figure.
I'm going to stay awake for this one. Man, this trailer is
Avengers
hotness.
is not that. Avengers 2 was not that bad. You got to watch it again. I've watched it 3 times already, and it's,
Do you have it on Blu-ray?
of course I have it on Blu-ray.
Want to
See,
loan it to me?
I have it on Blu-ray, and my
have it on
PS3
Blu-ray.
won't play it, so I can't watch it.
Oh, well, bring it over.
Why?
I'll watch
My
it.
PS3 won't play it.
Oh, it's a PS2? That doesn't play Blu-ray.
My PS3 won't play it
Why won't it?
because it's
new.
broken.
Oh.
It's a PS3 that I got refurbished from GameStop, and
All
for
right.
some reason it doesn't play that one disc.
All right.
It plays everything else. So
Well, I'll borrow it and I'll stay
Great.
awake, I promise you. Actually, we'll watch it in 15-minute increments. That way I'll stay awake. Yep. Fantastic Four 2 pulled. Not a surprise. But it's not official. It's official. Come on, man.
It's done. It's done, and there's more. And there's more smoke in there with that fire about Marvel taking it back.
It's exactly what we said when it happened.
It's
When this whole thing's, I'm telling you, it might not be that Marvel gets them back. It's they are looking to make a deal.
right
They
where
pull
Marvel.
this, it gives them that right to do the TV stuff the right way.
It's not even a deal like that. It doesn't even have to be that deal. It could be very similar to the Sony deal. Marvel fixed
That's what I think
this.
it is.
Yeah, Marvel fixed this. Help
Right.
it. You can use them for your group movies. Just guide us in the story. And they'll do that
Right.
because then guess what? Marvel can throw in Doom.
They'd be better
Marvel
off
can
doing
throw
what they're doing with
Galactus.
Spider-Man, letting Marvel make this movie, okay?
Well,
and
Sony's still
sharing
making it.
the profits because Sony are sharing in the profits of that Spider-Man film.
I don't think they're sharing it. I don't believe that was the case.
The MCU one is not.
It is tied to the universe. It is a Sony film.
There's no way that Marvel's not involved in that.
They're not getting any
maybe
money.
they're just guiding.
Yeah, they're guiding it because so they can use
that's
him
fine.
and use the character.
That's fine. But they're making it. Let's face it.
Yeah.
MCU is making that movie for them. And you know what? Do the same thing here. Do the same thing
Right,
here.
exactly. They can
and
do the
that
same
would
thing and not worry about
that
it.
That fixes it. That'd be incredible. Because right now, it is not incredible.
Yeah, because I don't need to see them. I don't even need to see another Fantastic Four movie. But I want the Fantastic Four to be a part of this universe,
Right.
to be a part of the bigger stories
Right.
that call for Reed Richards, that call for
Yes.
the Thing,
And I
that
want to
call
see the
for
thing
all that
done
stuff.
right and in there. And how awesome would it be to have an Avengers movie? Sure, they had the Hulk fight the Hulkbuster. Have him square off with the Thing.
yes,
That's the moment we're waiting for.
Yeah, you'll see Red Hulk first.
I want to see Red Hulk.
You
And I
will
want to
see.
see She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
And I want to see, I love She-Hulk. And I want to see Red She-Hulk. And I don't want to
Grey
see
Hulk.
Hulk dogs.
Grey Hulk.
And Grey Hulk. And
Simpson.
We won't get Grey
and
Hulk
Lou
because they already
Ferrigno.
tried that.
And
Huh?
yeah, Hulk Hogan would be awesome. That's Yellow Hulk. Yellow and Red Hulk. Oh, brother.
Bald Hulk.
Bald Hulk. That's you. Yep, there it is. Yep. I've got like a yarmulke going. So that's my thing. I was cosplaying Halo today because I've got a Halo up here. Okay, that was a bad joke.
It was very
That's the
bad.
first one. What else did we see? Oh, was that what you wanted to bring up? Because I got one more really good one.
Good.
Because we're almost out of time, but AKA Jessica Jones dropped. It's not called AKA, it's just called Jessica Jones.
Jones,
but
yeah.
On Netflix.
Yes.
And all the worries over. It's fantastic. Do you love it?
It is a hard R.
It is a hard R. You're not watching that one. Scene 1 starts out and you're like, yep, kids out of the room.
Yeah.
Not even earmuffs, eye muffs, earmuffs.
My wife didn't get to watch Daredevil with me because I had to see Daredevil and I couldn't wait for her.
Right.
And I haven't finished Jessica Jones yet because I'm waiting for her.
Sure.
But like the first episode, she looks at me and she's like, "You better not try to put this on with the kids around." Because I did that with Daredevil.
Right.
I had Daredevil on. The kids were playing in the room.
Not this.
Boom, Daredevil's coming right on. Not this show.
No way.
This show
But
is so
man,
far removed from what we think of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But
it is
this-
crazy.
this
It's great. It's a great show.
defines a new era for what they're doing there. It makes sense to do this on the TV shows.
And Kilgrave is awesome.
Kilgrave is incredible. David Tennant. I bet there's a few David Tennant fans here. He is amazing in Jessica
Phenomenal.
Jones.
He's terrific as
And creepy. When he licks her face in the first one, because she just has his post-traumatic stress, and she's like sitting there and she'll just like get flashes, and it flashes and you just see him lick her face and then he's gone. And you're like, oh no, I can't sleep tonight. What happened? It's awful.
It is. It's
like a half a second of him licking her face, and it's the worst thing you'll ever see.
And it's great that they took a character like the Purple Man,
Yeah.
and did this to him because it's comics. He had some okay arcs. I never cared for him. I never was like
The only one
the
I
Purple
liked-
Man. I'm flipping through. Okay, Purple Man. Here we go.
The only one I really liked was the one recently with the Daredevil one with his kids.
Yeah.
Kilgrave has kids, and he's like controlling them, and then they take over. They like slaughter him, and they're like their whole thing is they're not like pure evil. They are, but it's like, hey, we're going to take over a toy store. Like they're kids, and you're like, oh, these kids are super dangerous.
Definitely.
That was a great. It was a
good
story.
one. It was a good one.
So yeah, I agree. Anything else you guys done?
I'm done.
Star Wars is officially PG-13.
Okay, so
Like-
you can't see it.
Like
I
that
can't see it.
Okay,
wouldn't
you
happen.
can't see it.
I'm not 8 anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I got confused. Molly can see it, but we're going by maturity level. So, Lil, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm taking my 4-year-olds to see it, so I don't care.
Oh, great. Excellent.
Opening weekend.
Do they like the Star Wars movies?
They love them.
Do they?
Their 5th birthday theme is Star Wars.
I thought it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was last year.
Oh, okay.
Come on, keep up.
You got to keep up.
Mine
Last
was
year they
Star
were-
Wars when I was like 10.
Last
Yeah.
year. You mean when you were 35? We know.
And then when I was
10 times
35,
3.
yes.
33.
Which would still be my theme too, so I don't care.
Right.
My theme last year I had a Spider-Man cake. I don't care.
Who cares, man? I had a Star Wars cake, and you had to cut it and crawl inside to stay warm. It was fantastic.
Oh, you had a nice tauntaun. Yeah,
I thought this thing tasted great on the
'cause,
outside. That's what I said as I got in.
Because my mother-in-law makes their cakes, so I made my son tell her that she needs to make a BB-8 replica cake, but it has to be not on the pan. Like it has to be a
ball
sphere,
cake?
and it has to be able to move. And
You know what? If
I think
she
she
really-
wanted I think she wanted to kill me. but
If she really loved him, it would move.
that's what we said. I
Excellent.
said, tell Grandma if she loves you, she's going to make this cake for you.
Nice.
And of course, she looked at me and said, "I'm not
What's going
making
on
that
back
cake."
here, Edward? All right, is that it? Did we cover everything?
I think we
Yep.
did.
Did you cover? You got a lot of stuff on there.
I-
We're not talking about Barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sequel.
Yeah, I mean-
What else
everything,
aren't we?
it's not everything he scribbled there is about Vin Diesel, so it's okay.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Looks like the show's over, folks.
Show's over.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. This was Live at the Blue Box, This Week in Geek. Thank you, Periscope, Meerkat, YouTube, Google,
Somebody.
Camera, our production crew over here, Hipster and Headphone Guy. And thank you, guys. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Blue Box.
Thank you.